Good morning and welcome to the free daily coaching hangout. Your daily hangout for mindset and everything attraction marketing. We're here every morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Sit back or jump in. Either way, remember to have some fun. Here at freedailycoaching.com.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Mindset in the Morning. This is Diane Hockman and
What is
Kathy
going
Dees.
on? Oh, it's
That's our
playing
nice
on my.
And this is brought to you by the.
Oh, there you go. Hold on. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Free Daily Coaching. That was so awkward. I was like, "Hey, what's happening?" What actually happened was my iTunes actually played through, and so I had an actual MP3 that I was listening to on another day that just played through. So, good morning to and welcome to Free Daily Coaching. Let me see. Good morning. Good morning. Awesome. Good morning. Let me know that everyone can hear and see me. Let me know over in the chat while the time is catching up and everything. No, Eric, you should just have to sign up one time. You should be getting an email reminder. So if you're not getting a webinars on their email reminder, you might want to use a different email or check for the check in your spam folder or your others folder to see if it's actually going into the other folder. So let me just see who is over here. Good morning. Awesome. Good morning and welcome. And I see a few people over. So let me just say hi to a few of the regulars, a few of the people that come on a regular basis or that are here all the time, that are maybe here for the first time this morning. Let me say good morning and welcome to them. And then let's go ahead and get right to it for a Mindset Monday. So let me see what you guys said over there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Okay, Larry's not getting any reminders either. Okay, I would either, Bob, you have to sign up every morning. Okay, I'm getting an email still. So let me contact Webinars on Air again and check and just tell them, hey, I'm not getting a reminder. I'm also still having, okay, cool. Let me go ahead and send a reminder over, a letter over to them. Let me see something too. I just want to see on my end because I get some too, but mine are a different one. So anyways, I will send that over, guys. I'll send it over this morning to Mr. James Finale over at Webinars on Air and let them know that that's having some trouble. Okay, cool. Everyone is still having to. Okay, so I will, it's weird because it doesn't show you guys as re-register. So that's a good thing. Let me find out if it's something on my end. It shouldn't. You guys should be the same attendees and it should just let you sign up. So, okay, everyone's telling me that you're not getting it. So again, I will contact Webinars on Air. We'll get that taken care of and I'll figure out how to make that happen. So this morning, what I wanted to talk about, last week we got to talk a little bit, we went back and we talked on mindset about someone that my father had actually introduced me to, Mr. Zig Ziglar. And this morning I wanted to talk about someone that and use someone as an example that I think probably every single person that's here on the call is probably familiar with. Someone that is a well-recognized speaker, as well as motivational speaker, as well as successful entrepreneur. And so that's what I want to do this morning. So guys, in the chat, let's, cool, I got it. We will take care of it. I'll talk to the Webinars on Air staff and get that taken care of. Cool. So good. So let's jump over to the person that I wanted to talk to about this morning. I wanted to use just one single quote that Mr. Tony Robbins said, and I thought it was so profound that I thought we could do and an entire call on just this one quote, and a few people had suggested last week on last week's Mindset Monday that we had some really great content, that we had some really great info to share, but that it was almost too much, that it was, because I did all, I believe, 10 steps, it was too much to absorb at once. So this week I decided to change it up a little bit for you, change that pattern up a little bit. And we're just going to focus in on one specific quote. And this one stood out so much to me. So this is what Tony Robbins specifically says about the growth mindset, right? So this is a long quote. You don't have to try to like write the whole thing down. I can copy and put it up later for you guys afterwards in the free daily coaching group, or maybe in a minute here over in the chat. So what he says is most people will invest in a personal development program, and 10% of them only get past the first section or chapter. Success leaves clues. This is all in one statement, right? People who succeed are not just lucky. People who are happy are not just born under the right star. There are certain things they do on a regular basis that make them happy. Instead of being sucked into the hypnosis of culture that says, go, 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 and someday when insert excuse, I'll be happy. The road to someday leads to a town called nowhere. Wow. Wow. Right? That one little statement that he made, obviously comprised of a few different ideas and a few different sentences, has some massive nuggets in it, just buried right in it. Right? Let's break it down a little bit and look at them. Look at it. So 10% of the people that invest in a personal development program don't even get past the first section or chapter. 10% don't even make it past the very first section or chapter. So imagine what that percentage, how many people have fallen off when you get to the halfway point in the sections or chapters, or when you get 2/3 of the way through. Imagine what that looks like. So let's talk about the next thing that he says in this idea. He talks about success leaves clues. How many different times have you heard that said? How many different people have said that exact same thing, whether they're paraphrasing or quoting Tony, or they've had the idea too? You've heard it so many times that success leaves clues. Then he goes on to talk about people who succeed are not just lucky. People who are happy are not just born under the right star, right? So he uses these two categories of people that are having success, and then people that are happy, and they're saying, hey, this isn't just some fluke occurrence. This isn't just a random occurrence in nature, like, okay, well, a random sprinkling of people on the planet will be successful. Hey, another little random sprinkling of people over here get to be happy, right? He goes on to say there are certain things they do on a regular basis that make them happy. Then now I'm going to paraphrase. He talks about people getting caught up, and these people specifically that aren't completing the personal development programs that they purchase, that aren't following through on the actions that they said they were going to take. Those types of people, he goes on to say, those types of people get stuck. They get stuck in this idea, right? This hypnotic idea that you just keep going, just move, just go. Just go, go, go. And someday when you have time, someday when you have enough money, someday when the kids are gone, someday when you feel better, someday when, and then you just insert an excuse, that's when you're going to be happy. That's when you'll be successful, right? And isn't that what so many of us have done, myself included, for a long time, for so many years? How many times in your experience, in your time, can you remember doing something like that? Just, I'm going to go, 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 but when X, Y, Z happens, then I'm going to be happy. And not a plan, not a goal, like, hey, I'm going to save $5 a day, and when I have $25, then I'm going to go out and buy that $25 thing. I'm talking about, well, you know, when my son gets older and goes away from home and I have more free time, then I'm going to start exercising more, because I'm not going to be running him around and doing his activities and being so active in his life. So then I'm going to take care of myself, right? That could just be one tiny example, guys. How many, and gals, how many of us have done that, right? So it's pretty powerful, this idea. And then guess what? This is probably my favorite line in the whole entire, in this whole entire quote, is the road to someday leads to a town called nowhere, right? How true is that? The road to someday, the road called someday leads to a town called nowhere, right? Well, someday I'm going to do this and someday I'm going to do that. That town is called nowhere because we never get to that place, right? And so I wanted to talk about this quote by Tony Robbins, because how powerful is this? He breaks it down in such a way that it's so simple, right? It's like, okay, so he just tells us right off the front, like, there's a certain number of people that don't even get past the very beginning, right? So, okay, so let's know right off the bat that we're going to make it through that. Then he tells us, hey, success leaves clues. So what does that mean? There's directions, there's clues, there's a path, right, to follow. So that means that's good news. That there's not only is, in addition to having hope, we also know, hey, we have a plan. There's hope and there's a plan, right? So he goes on to say, hey, listen, these people, they do things on a regular basis. They do them on a regular basis specifically to make themselves happy, specifically because it allows them to succeed. So what is it that when we look at our Mindset Monday, we say, okay, well, I'm going to develop into some things. I'm going to look at some things, right? I'm going to look at some things about developing myself and moving forward as I move forward. Why? Because I want to move forward. I want to continue to develop. So I'm going to do what it is I said I'm going to do. I'm going to dive into the trainings that I committed to, and then I'm going to push through those, right? And why? Because the success will leave clues. The people that are doing the training are going to share with me what they're having success with, and I can start to implement that and achieve success as well. Right? So then when I know that, I say, okay, well, what are these things and when can I start applying them? I can start doing it today. And if I do it today, then there's a good chance that I can do it again tomorrow. And if I do it tomorrow, I can do it the next day, and then the next day, and again and again. And guess what? What happens is if you start doing the things that make you happy over and over and over again, you become happy. If you start to do things that allow you to become successful over and over and over again on a regular basis, then guess what? You start to be successful. You don't have to, you don't have to wait, right? At the end of this quote, he tells you, he talks about it specifically. There is no reason to wait. There's no reason for you to wait to step into what the success that you want to achieve, to the goals that you desire. You can do them right now. You can go and start to achieve them right now. You can start to take those actions today, not someday later, not someday in the future, not I will get to it when, and then you get put in the excuse. Right now, today, what are you going to do today that's going to start to become something that you're going to do on a regular basis that's going to provide you happiness, that's going to provide you with the success that you want? Right? That's what he's really talking about, because he's talking about that this idea of someday is a road that leads to a town called nowhere. It doesn't exist. It is no place. There is no end result if we don't start today, if we don't start taking the actions today. Some of these ideas are ideas that I've articulated before, I've mentioned before here on Free Daily Coaching, and asked that question, what are you going to do today? And this morning what I wanted to do was I wanted to go out and I wanted to show that it's not just Bert Bledsoe on the Free Daily Coaching call on Motivation Monday, on Mindset Monday, saying, hey, let's have a growth mindset. Let's look at these ideas and go out and implement them. Let's go and look and see what other industry leaders, what people that are having massive success, people like Tony Robbins, what does Tony have to say about this? Well, he had quite a bit to say about it. And he had some very, very powerful words that can guide us in our daily actions. And I think that if we can look at what he says, we can read the words, and not just read the words, but feel them, really understand them in our mind, but also in our heart, and go, oh, you know what? So when it says that people that are successful, they're not just lucky, and that people that are happy, they're not just born under the right star. Well, how else does that look? Look at how else that can change your mindset. You know, when now you look at that and say, well, the people that are having success, they're not just lucky, right? So, wow, that means if success leaves clues and they're not just lucky, that means they're following some direction. They're following some instructions to get to that success, to get to that result, to that place where they're at right now. Well, if that's the case, then guess what? Kudos to them. Congratulations to them. Should we rather be supporting them and cheering those people on rather than thinking, wow, man, that guy's so lucky. That, you know, she's so lucky that she had that. Or, you know, he's so lucky that his parents had a lot of money. Or, you know, she's always so happy. Why is she always so happy? Right? Think about that. How many times has that idea, that thought ran through our mind? Right? Like, man, that dude's so lucky. If I had that kind of luck, man, if I had blah, 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 right, then I would fill in the excuse, then I would, right? Or, man, why are they just so happy? Fill in that person. Well, what if they're so happy because they're doing things on a regular basis to get them there? And you could do that too. That's the good news. The mindset shift here is we can move from a place of covetousness, right, where we're coveting other people, where we have this jealous feeling, where we're envious, right? Envy and jealousy and the feeling of, you know, of coveting. We could get rid of those feelings, or at least we could minimize them by realizing, understanding both mentally and in our heart, oh, guess what? These people are doing what I want to do too. They're taking steps on a regular basis to achieve happiness so that they could be happy. They're taking steps so they could achieve success. Wow, I could probably do that as well. I have the opportunity to do that as well. How fun is that? That's a fun opportunity, right? That's a very fun opportunity to be able to change your mindset and go, wow, I don't have to be envious or jealous, right? I could be excited about other people's success, and so can you. When we start to look at the different layers of how these profound ideas that Tony shared, that other people have shared, that we can start to implement in our business, right? These are some powerful lessons that we can implement in our business, and that we can really not just in our business, but we can use this in all of our lives. And that's what's really exciting. That's what's really, really super, super exciting. Now, guys, I want to, I wanted to tell you guys about a few other things. What else? Just some housekeeping. We've got the Wednesday night webinar happening this evening. What else do we, or on Wednesday night? So we've got that happening this week. We've also got, we've also got our jam session. So for those that are in the jam sessions, quick reminder that this evening is our live Q&A. Tomorrow, for those that are friends of Free Daily Coaching, tomorrow is our Friends of Free Daily Coaching. That's where we meet every single week. We meet, we do a live implementation, a strategy, a training of something that's working in our business right now. I've got something really fun and exciting to show tomorrow. I also want to tell you guys, there's a lot of people that we're working with that are getting results, that are sharing ideas that we're going to bringing to you as well. People like Malia, people like Evan, right? People that are making the leaderboards or getting signups. Guys, this is really fun. What's happening is people are starting to take action and get results, right? And that's where it becomes really powerful. So I wanted to make one more announcement before we jump off to here today. I'll also be doing the Tuesday night hangout tomorrow night for My Lead System Pro. That will be a fun time. Also Wednesday morning doing the telephone call, the wake up call over there. And then guys and gals, a lot of you guys are getting emails. And I want to tell you guys here, for those that are here on Free Daily Coaching Calls, you're getting emails, you're getting invites, and some good friends of mine, Adam and Justice, have put it together, the Dream Year Challenge this year. And I'm sure you've gotten millions of emails, and you're being invited by all different people and all different types of marketing types to come to their webinar to be able to get introduced to Adam and Justice, to the Dream Year Challenge, and to go ahead and to make a decision to see if the Dream Year Challenge is something that can help you in your business. And I want to throw this out there. I want to throw this out there to you guys, for those that haven't made the decision yet to purchase, for those that haven't decided, yeah, I want to go ahead and be a part of the Dream Year Challenge, Bird, I want to go ahead and do that. Then I want to invite you to go ahead and join the Dream Year Challenge and use my link. Be associated with me. And the reason why is because I'm putting together some fun stuff, some little bonuses for those that do, that I didn't announce. I'm not announcing it as a big thing. I'm not doing that because here's my thought. You can go get the Dream Year Challenge from a lot of different people. Who would be the most beneficial? Who could maximize that Dream Year Challenge for you better than the gentleman that the Dream Year Challenge is focused around? When you look at the marketing, when you look at the success stories, yes, there's a few different success stories, and yes, quite a few people have had tremendous success using the challenge. Guys, I had some absolutely phenomenal results, and the reason that they use that story and my story for that Dream Year Challenge promotion is because of the results I've got. And guess what? That's parlayed over. It's carried over. My results, what's happened isn't just my success. What's happened now is parlayed into being able to share with so many others. And that's why it's really exciting. And that's what I'm excited to share with those people that decide to work with me on this and that do the Dream Year Challenge with me. So guys, I'm going to send you over to video 4. If you haven't seen, it's the last of the video series. You can go and check this out. It's the Dream Year Challenge. We got a lot of things going on. We got the Tuesday night hangout tomorrow night. We've got a Wednesday morning call that we're going to be hosting. Tomorrow we also have the Tuesday midday Friends of Free Daily Coaching. So we're jam-packed this week. We're going to be jamming it out. We're going to be rocking. And guys, we want to help you build your business. So like always, if you have any questions or concerns, simply email me, text message me, or shoot me a message over on Facebook, and I will be glad to get with you. Thank you all for coming today here at Free Daily Coaching. I'll see you guys tomorrow, or if not sooner. Talk to you then.